determine that.
Well, that's what I was trying to confirm with Dwayne. Yeah, that's what I was confused, if we could still vote on it whether we were here or not.
I guess I thought that was the determination of that.
You can. I mean, it,
Because I've reviewed everything I go through, so I just
If you're,
wanted to confirm,
if you're comfortable voting on it.
just state it as a consent, just state it as a consent, agenda for the minutes, that by consent. That way, you've read them, and you can do it that way.
Okay, so I'll do that after all that. Yeah, that just makes more sense. Yes, where do we have it? Just at the end after your weekly report, okay. Yes. Are these the two of them? These are the two properties that we're doing it for? They're both gone?
Not intentionally.
Are they written? Okay.
What she did yesterday. It'll probably say, Megan Skelton. Because she sent,
I'll look, check and make sure. I didn't think I saw it.
Megan's all this confusing people.
I know.
Okay, and then we're gonna do, I'm gonna have Jan, she's got an architect agreement here, yeah. We'll just all that. So we'll just have, we're gonna get, when we get her up here from her other contract, then we'll just say, hey, we want to amend it. That gets it all in right order. Let me check, Kelly, and make sure. I just didn't see it.
I found one of the letters yesterday that I had sent to this guy over in Miami County about a project we were working on. And it had at the bottom of it that it went to our co and all the group out on the next side property. It's like, oh geez, you know.
I do have it. She sent it, I just didn't see it.
Yeah, it's, hell, I opened it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, good morning. It's 9:31 a.m., Wednesday, July 6, 2023. I'm Deputy Mayor Jacob Palmestol calling to order the regular session of the Logansport Board of Public Works and Safety. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Adrian Grant,
Here.
Jake Palmesol,
Here.
Chris Martin.
Okay, on to the approval of minutes. We'll do this as a consent item for the July 17, 2023 meeting. Make a motion to accept those.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jake Palmesol,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
All right, now on to the approval of claims for $1,313,292.44. This includes claims of $108,376.31, payroll of $266,930.49, missed payroll of $585.58, fitness incentive for the police department for $4,000, Resolution 2023-126 for the Bike Grant of $54,500, grant claim for community crossings for $171,620.52, sales tax collected for golf of $3,154.47, sales tax collected for the pool of $59.59, ordinance 2022-47, ARPA claim for the Exide property of $2,575, and TIF Resolution 2023-32, Industrial Park Claim of $701,302.98, and TIF Resolution 2022-339, Combined Claim of $187.50. I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept the claims as presented.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmson.
Yes. All right, any public comment? Anyone here in the audience that'd like to come up and say anything? And seeing none, no old business, so we're on to new business. We have contracts and agreements, starting off with Language Matters LLC. Lucas, would you mind popping up here?
Where do you want me to? Right here.
Yeah, it's right here. This little thing is a microphone, so it helps.
You want me to be?
Face, no, go ahead and face us. Yeah, that works right there. And so, I think the last conversation with the mayor, it had kind of been determined that we'd go ahead on this project one. Is that correct?
That's right. Yep.
This is the Municipal Friendliness and Welcomeness Report.
Yep.
For the demographics we have in the community, to see how their municipality holds up when going through this and being welcoming into the new cultures that we, have had in town and are going to have in town.
Yes.
And then the other pieces of the language access plan would be kind of as you're released to do those, right? So we're not, because just for her purposes, the whole thing is, the 30,500, but right now what we're talking about is the project one, 200, right? Is that
Right. We'll start with the report, with the project, and as we get results from the report, we would implement some of the other solutions that
Yeah.
are in the contract.
So make some determinations there based on
Yes.
the result of this report.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Anything else you want to add about your platform for people? If that helps out a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to thank the City of Logansport. I had a great reception here from both Deputy Mayor and Mayor Martin. This is a model that is being successful in the City of Warsaw, so we're really looking forward to replicating that success here in the City of Logansport. So we're looking forward to working with the city and city officials.
Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the agreement with Language Matters LLC.
Second?
Jacob, before you do, just for clarification, so you're only signing the contract for the first project, or are you, because the way the contract is written, it's inclusive of all four for the 30,000?
Yeah, so my understanding is that would be as we release you to do those other projects. Lucas, is that correct?
Yeah, so I guess that's a very good question. In the past, we've never put every project together.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, Mayor Martin requested that I put some of these projects together, but what we could do is modify the contract, sign on the report first, and then add another appendix for those other projects. That's how we've done it in the past. Or, because if that's true, this is all together, so we would be signing for all of the projects, we would just wouldn't be charging the city. We actually get to those projects. It would set up.
Do you have a template that you could get us for just the report section?
Yes.
'Cause that might make it a little cleaner, maybe for you guys, so that we don't have it all outstanding and then have the other one in a separate. Is that something that you could get to us pretty quickly?
Yeah, I can get it by today.
Okay. So then, let's hold off. We'll get that one and send that through this next week. You don't need to come again because you gave everybody the information. But if you could get that to us, I think that would make maybe things easier on them as far as payment goes and keeping track of everything.
Sounds great.
So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and table this for a week then.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and make a motion to table the agreement with Language Matters LLC.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmson,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Okay, thanks. If you can get that to us, we'll have it done pretty quickly. All right, now on to Reed Roofing for the Adult Learning Center, Eastgate Plaza. Rob. Sitting on the other side. Yeah, we did another section up there on top of the Adult Learning Center building. Reed Roofing came in, gave us a price. He's done all of them in the past. So this is just one more section that was needed done. And while he was also up there, he had found a couple of the seams up. So he did some seam taping on there, and that was $370 on there. That was his over and above his contract that he had with us. So we had approved the original contract a while back. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, glad to get it fixed at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, needed it.
One more section.
Yeah, getting it down. All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept the updated agreement with Reed for the Adult Learning Center.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Thanks, Rob. Yep. All right, now on to agreement of service for Kathleen Hattie. Morning, Jan.
This is for our last Park in the Box. She's doing a special program for the kids that are attending. They've had nearly 100 kids at each of these events. It's crazy how many of them are coming out. So that's part of that and part of our budget.
Yeah, I've been watching them, and watching how many kids attend is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's been really well attended. It's really fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
All right, I will make a motion to accept the agreement with Kathleen Patty for Minds in Motion education.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes.
Did you want to do the other one?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that now. So we have this agreement here for Artec Solutions. Is this for the relocation of the pole for the cameras?
Yeah, it's inside the construction area of the event center parking lot, and so we need to move that. So,
All right, well, I will make a motion to add the Artec Solutions agreement of service to the agenda.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
thank you.
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the agreement with Artec Solutions for,
Sec-
that was just added.
Second.
Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes. All right. Now we have contract agreement for Frontier for the LPD elevator phone for the new police station. Morning, Chief.
That'll be part of the physical fitness program, isn't it, just going up and downstairs?
Say that again, Kelly?
That ought to just be part of a physical fitness program.
Yes. This is just they're starting on the elevator down at the new police department, so they have to have the phone line installed in there. So part of that is to have Frontier come in and get the phone working inside the elevator.
All right.
And this is just basically for the establishment, another phone line is basically what you're doing for the elevator.
All right. Well, I will make a motion to accept the agreement with Frontier for the elevator phone for the police department.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Chief. Now on to electrical licenses. We have one for Rusty Newby doing business as Newby Services, and one for Adam Hartley doing business as Hamstra Builders Incorporated. And it appears they have all of the necessary items. So I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the electrical licenses for those two individuals.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, now back to the police department. for officer retire, are we going to do that next week? Table it? Okay.
Table it, yeah.
Okay, I will make a motion to table the retirement request for Officer Eric Binney.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jake Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, now we're on the street department. Application for curb street cuts. Are all the NIPSCO ones the same, Tony?
No, well, the first one on here is for
Yeah.
FNK. And that one's just, they need to close Lexington down for a couple of weeks to run all the utilities and they need to run underneath the road.
And then we have a closure request for that. So this is, okay.
Right, the first one is just for their street cut.
street cut.
allowing them, yeah.
All right. I will make a motion to accept the street cut request for F&K Construction for Lexington Village Development.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes. Okay, now on to NIPSCO.
Okay, so the first one for NIPSCO, the 109 Beal, is to install a gas line.
Okay. All right. Well, I will make a motion to accept the street cut request for NIPSCO at 109 Beale Street to install service.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes. All right. How about these other ones?
Yeah, the rest of the NIPSCO ones are all minor gas leaks and to repair those.
Okay. So then I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the curb street cut requests for NIPSCO at 68 16th Street, 85 16th Street, 2518 George Street, 820 Sunset Drive, 520 High Street, and 839/840 West Linden Avenue.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jake Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right. Now we're on to city street closure requests. First up, we have Logan's Landing for the Taste. And this
Right.
is,
After a few conversations between me and Vicky, and then Vicky and Kevin Price, and me and Kevin Price, and we came up with a solution because, last week they wanted to close it for 3 days, so now we've got it down to 7 a.m. Saturday morning, they'll block it off, and then by noon Sunday, the barricades will be pulled and everything should be cleaned up and out of the way.
great.
2 days.
It makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the street closure request for Logan's Landing for the Taste. It'll be Melbourne Avenue from 3rd Street to the alley just west of Emilio's.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes. All right, now we have another one for Security Federal Savings Bank for
Yeah,
your
before
community
you go
block
to that,
party.
we have a letter also, don't we, for Logan's Landing for a noise, or is that added to
Yes.
the end of this?
Oh, there it is, yes.
Okay.
So we have a noise variance request from Logan's Landing for the Taste on August 12th, 2023. The event will start at 5 p.m. and will end at 11 o'clock p.m. So that's what the noise variance would be for, would be to extend it to 11 o'clock p.m.
Correct.
So I will make a motion to accept the noise ordinance variance request for the Taste.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Okay, now on to Security Federal for their block party. So this first one is from Pearl Street from Broadway to Market
Correct.
from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the 4th.
Yes.
Okay. So I will make a motion to accept the street closure request for Security Federal for the block party on Pearl Street.
Second.
Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, and then we have another one from Security Federal for the alley from the southwest corner of their building to 5th Street, and this will be from the same from the same time for the same event.
Correct.
So I will make a motion to accept that street closure request as well.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Okay, now we have one from Dykeman Excavating. This is for the event center and parking lot construction down by Riverside Park. Should be starting next week.
Right.
So on the map, it shows they'll be closing access to the park from Grace Street and from, what is that? Is that 10th there?
Yeah, they're between 10th and 11th. That's actually Riverside Drive. I assume it's the same,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah.
And this will go from Monday until,
The end of the year.
yeah, end of the year, project completion, essentially. But glad to see it getting going, so.
Yeah.
Just pay attention whether you're going down there. I know a lot of my pickleballers that I see down there will have to navigate the other way, but I think
Yeah.
we'll manage. It's going to be a great project. So
Yeah.
I will make a motion to accept the street closure request for Dykeman Excavating for the event center construction.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Okay, now we have another one from F&K Construction for the same reason as their street cut.
Correct. Right. This is just this is your street closure to do that.
Yeah, I noticed their dates are incorrect on this one because they have 7/14 to 7/25. I assume it's 8/14
Yeah.
to 8/20.
Yep.
Are we good to just make that change for them?
Sure. Yeah.
So we'll,
Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
because I think it's 8/14.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
It's 8/14 to 8/25 because I think that's what the
Let me see.
street cut request was for as well.
Yes. That's right.
Let's just make sure. Yeah, so their start date is 8/14
Right,
on the
yes.
street, so, okay. So if you're good with that, we'll just make that change for them. So they'll be approved for a
Right.
street closure from 8/14 to 8/25.
Okay.
So with that amendment, I'll make a motion to accept the street closure request for Lexington from Yorktown to the entrance there of Merrimack Cinemas.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes. All right, now we have another one for the Cass County Roosters, and this is for their annual car show, the same day as the Taste of Cass County.
Yes.
That'll be August 12th in the street, let's see, 4th Street from Broadway to Market. Will be closed from 10 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's a great event. There's a lot of stuff happening. All these events. Keep you busy. All
The
this
few
paperwork.
streets in town that we're not having construction on, we're going to close.
Yeah.
for-
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Okay, well, I will make a motion to accept the street closure request for the Roosters for their annual car show.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes. All right. And one more, we have a request from the Sub Tavern for the Corey L. Costello Memorial and Cass County Community Foundation Drug Awareness Event.
Right.
And this will be also on August 12th. The street will be closed from 9 a.m. To 12 a.m. The event is from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Yes.
So, and the streets to be closed will be Garden from Bates to the alley. And there will also be a noise ordinance request. So I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the street closure request for August 12th for the Sub Tavern.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
And we also have a noise
We have
ordinance
a noise ordinance.
variance request for them as well.
Noon till midnight?
Yes. All right. I will make a motion to accept the noise ordinance variance for the Sub Tavern for their memorial event and Community Foundation drug awareness event.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes. All right. Thanks, thanks, Donnie.
Thanks.
We have another request for a noise variance for the American Legion and VFW picnic. This will be August 26th. The event will be from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., so that's what the noise ordinance would be for, would be to allow their event to go until 10 p.m. So I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the noise ordinance variance request for the American Legion and VFW picnic.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right. Now we're on to Parks and Recreation monthly report and Park and Golf mileage report.
We've been really busy. Pool's been doing really well, and have had good attendance, of course, with all the heat. It's going to continue, I think, so. We are working hard on our the Dykeman Clubhouse fundraising. We have had some large donors that produce favorable results, and we'll be announcing those at sometime soon. The patronicity grant is going slow for the dog park, but we do have promotion stuff coming out this week and next from the paper and with the radio, so hopefully that'll help. What else? Let's see, the site plan revisions for Riverside Park are completed, and we've been showing those around at different activities that are going on, so, and had real good response from people. I think they really like them, so. Let's see. There's just so much. We had a star party here with Forrest Hamilton on Friday night and had easily 100 people there.
Oh, how did that go well?
Oh, yeah, it really did. The weather was perfect, and we had lots of families come out, and they had a good time, so.
That's awesome. I always love those.
It was really well, it was great, so. We have had a couple retirements that are going on right now. Terry DeWitt retired, and Tim Knoll has retired. He's done at the end of this month. Tim is, so we're looking for people to take their places for sure, so.
Tim's been here for a while.
Tim has been here since 1976.
Well, I'd say that's a well-deserved retirement then.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Good for him.
Anyway, facility rentals are on target from last year. The golf course income and play is pretty really up, extremely up, and I think we're ahead at the end of June, almost $50,000 from last year. So that's a real good sign for the golf course.
Great.
So, and then our park and golf mileage is right where it belongs, I think. So I think it not too high, not too low. So,
That's always good.
anyway, any questions? Thank you.
Thanks, Jan. I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept the monthly report and park and golf mileage report.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
All right, now code enforcement, start with the weekly report. Warren Randy.
Last week sent out 25 new letters for trash. We had 32 that were cleared. We did one property cleanup last week. We had 2 trash container warnings put out. 2 cars were tagged. We had 3 that were cleared or moved by the owner. Tagged 10 more properties for grass for first. Had 8 from the week before cleared. Sent 4 over to the street department. Had 4 new second notices for grass, 3 cleared from the week before, and then we had 1 of those sent over to the street department. And no new properties brought in or notices to appear.
All right. I'll make a motion to accept code enforcement's weekly report.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes. And Randy, you have a couple other things for us, right?
Yeah.
All right.
2 emergency cleanups we needed to add on.
All right, I gave you guys the copies, right? All right, so he has brought up a couple of emergency cleanups, so I will make a motion to add emergency cleanups for 1403 East Market Street and 2325 East Broadway.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
All right. Randy, whatever one you want to start with.
The 2325 East Broadway, that's owned by Tommy Dung, and I think it's Naga Dung. There's trash piled up everywhere. This is right behind Burger King. I got a complaint from somebody that was at Burger King about it. It actually got the complaint on the 20th. I reached out to him because I had Tommy's number, called him, got no answer, was back out to recheck it, and it's still there. Tommy actually called me this morning, and they're going through a divorce, and they're arguing over who's in charge of what, and I told him, I said, either way, it's got to get cleaned up. This is, we're going on about 2 weeks, and this is piled.
Yeah, talk about a messy divorce, huh?
Right, yeah, oh, this is beyond messy. There's probably 3 to 4 containers that are overflowing, and there's trash all over the ground, and this is right behind a business.
So, remember I asked you if, well, I don't know if I asked you or if I asked Mindy, but about whether they're on our service using the wrong tote?
Not-
Definitely not, because they have the recycling thing.
He told me they
Confused
are,
about that.
they are not on our service. They pay for their own service. But they have one of Republic's
Well, that's why,
recycling totes.
they have recycling,
Property.
they have totes for 2 different companies back there.
Right.
So if they're, does Waste Management know they're paying?
I've tried to contact Waste Management, and I still haven't got a response back from them yet.
Did we check ourselves to see if they're on our
We did
service?
look on that, and it's, both
definitely-
properties are triplex.
It's definitely a triplex.
So they definitely are not part of that unless they have made arrangements.
Interesting.
Both of these are under Waste Management.
But at this point, it's spilling out into the alley,
Yeah.
and it's,
It's causing a nuisance. I mean, there's cats that are getting into it, and we're talking, this is right behind the fence.
yeah, this time of year, you just can't let it sit.
Yeah, you just can't, especially in this heat.
Not with the heat, yeah.
So, I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the emergency cleanup request for 2325 East Broadway. Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes. All right. Now we'll move on to 1403 East Market Street.
Well, basically, we're dealing with the same thing. This is
Similar
on
problem.
the corner. Again, it's Tommy Dung and Naga Dung. Again, it's messy divorce, you know, I get it. And I told him, I said, I understand, but we gotta get it cleaned up. And so I have no response.
This
But,
is right here on the sidewalk.
and this is on a sidewalk right on the
Yeah.
corner of
And it's
14th.
spilling out into the right of way everywhere. I mean,
14th
it's,
and Market, yeah. It's spilling out to where people actually have to walk out into the road to get around it.
yeah, okay, this makes it very easy. I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept the emergency cleanup request for 1403 East Market Street.
Second?
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Palmsall,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
Thanks, Randy. All right, no more new business. Board member comments? Adrian?
I was impressed with the Riverside. I saw the plans for that. I think it's going to be great, along with the kayaking that's going to take place as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of really cool improvements all along that area and
Yeah.
hopefully liven up our parks and, you know, by extension, our downtown. So, yeah, it is exciting. I would like to express condolences to the family of Tony Rosie. They've done a lot of good work there for the city for a long time, and it's sad to see that news. So
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers to his friends and family and all the people that work for and with him. And after that, I don't have anything else. So I'll move on to miscellaneous business and any matters not already considered, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns. Seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Jacob Palmsall.
Yes, we are adjourned, 10:06 a.m. Thank you.